Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I had a lot of requests for me to talk about Canva. Canva is a website I use for all kinds of things. It is basically like a design publishing website. You can see canva.com. There is actually a free element to it. There is a paid element to it, which I use because I use the website so much, but there's a ton that you can do on this website to really get the most out of your printables, to be able to customize things with ease. And so that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. All right, so we're going to just talk about some of the basics. When you come into Canva, you can see this. What you'll see is a search window or a search bar where you can look for different flyers, different anything. There's all kinds of templates out there. There's a lot of free ones. There are some that come with the Pro plan, which is what I subscribe to. This originally started as a publishing software that was used to design yearbooks, to make it easier for school teachers to design yearbooks. And then it expanded into all the things. So you can see I have a ton of recent designs. These are all things that I have put together on Canva. But let's just start with something really simple. And I'm going to type in postcard. And it's going to search for postcard. You can see there's a ton of different templates here that I could be using, but I'm just going to go to create a blank postcard. Once I hit create a blank postcard, then here it is, all sized correctly for me. I can still look at these templates and bring one of those in to make it easier for me to design my postcard. But I want to show you how easy it is to bring in elements from your printables. So what I'm going to do is come over here to uploads. And you can see I already have a ton uploaded of different pictures that I've used in different things. We're going to come to upload media right here. And then we're going to go to some Bible journaling printables that I have from Kelly Banks. So let's go to desktop, Bible journaling, and let me find those printables. All right, so I've come into Project Grateful, and you're going to see I have down here my Project Grateful PDF. But what I did was when I opened my PDF, I also exported the images as JPEG images. So that would be opening your PDF, export each individual page. You can pick export, save as, and just make sure the file type that you save it as is a JPEG. So I'm actually going to insert all of those. I'm going to press upload, and you'll see them start to generate over here. I'm also going to upload some of the ephemera that comes in this kit. You can see in this case, here's the PDF. I'm not uploading the PDF. I'm going to upload the PNG files that actually come with the purchase over at Illustrated Faith. So I'm going to just click these and upload those. All right, at this point, I have a lot of images that I can work with right here. And so I'm just going to show you how easy it is to put these into your design and create something really unique. So I'm just going to click, drag, and drop. You can see how it starts to generate in the background of this design. I don't really like how it is, you see the white on either side, so I will fix that by scrolling and making it bigger, a bigger image so that it fills the whole box. Ta-da! And then something I also really like to do is change the transparency, and I can do that up here with this little fade. You can see I can make it really light to create a very light background, or I can do fully saturated. I'm just going to bring it down. Well, you know what? Let's start with it fully saturated and go from there. Next, let's see about adding this. So here we go. We have all of these gorgeous ephemera pieces from Kelly Bangs, but I probably don't want to put all of these in one thing. I want to crop out some of it. So what I'm going to do is bring this right over here, and truthfully I can scale up a little bit so I can make sure I'm getting what I want to get in here. And I'm wanting to kind of isolate this truth camp. We'll bring that up there, and this one right here. Truth camp, there we go. That's the one I wanted. I'm going to bring that back. And say I'm wanting to create, I don't know, a postcard or an encouragement card. So I might do Truth Camp right there. Still have that fun background. And you know what? I want a place to write. I want a journaling spot. Maybe this is where I'm going to write scripture for Truth Camp. So I'm actually going to come over to Elements and I'm going to do a search. I'm going to do journaling and you can see journaling box. Let's see what comes up. So you have some different images here that you can choose. These, I'm going to go to graphics and see what I come up with. There's little post-it notes. That's kind of cute. That's pretty cute. Okay, what do we think about that color though? Not my favorite. So let's see. We have some different recommendations. See all. Aha. This is closer to what I want. So we see some little spots. This one is very cute and I think it kind of goes with the feels. So we're going to do this right here and it's going to give us a journaling spot so we can write a note right there. I don't like how this is layered, so I'm going to click on this one, position, bring forward. That is cute. So I have kind of my postcard. I think I could add more. I'm going to go back to uploads and let's take a look at some of these. I love, love, love these. I think they are super cute. So here we are. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's go to edit image. Actually, before I edit image, I'm going to do a little bit of cropping. So let's crop. And this is such a super sweet image. And I like the orange around it. So that one is pretty easy to isolate. We're going to say done. Have this right here. I'm going to put her right there. And actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. That is so cute. So I could use this as a scripture writing postcard, and it's really easy to go from here. So I can choose share, and then I download. You can print your design from their print house. What I normally do is do a download. I would download it as a PNG. You can also download it as a PDF, which makes it very easy to print. But I would do PNG or JPEG just so that I can then put it on a Word document and make it really easy to print. But what I've done is create something that's fun that I can use my printables on, and then it's me doing the creating part before the printing part, if that makes sense. So as long as I am using this for personal use, maybe I'm creating some fun cards to just give out at church, that is fine. I'm not reselling these images. I'm not doing anything like that. It's only for personal use. So it's a really fun way to kind of play and see what you can create. All right, let me show you how easy it is to use a template. Perhaps you are wanting to journal through Truth Camp and maybe you are only buying the digital parts. You did not buy the physical kit. So you want to create a journal. So let's do that. Let's search for journal and you can see all of these different templates. And I love, love, love these. And just for fun, I am going to go with this one. This is a little bit of it's called a grateful journal, but I can change some of this stuff. So this kind of gives me a template to work with. Someone else designed it, but I'm just going to go over here again to my uploads. And this is what I did when I created daily pages with my Kelly Bangs printables. So here we go. I have this. I dropped it in the background. Again, it's not really fitting right. So let's just make it bigger and put it right there. There. Now it's covering all the edges and it's really dark. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make this one pretty light and transparent because I know I want to be writing on this page. So we're going to go, let's go 25. Very light, just a hint of the design in the background. Now, some of these elements are already here. This is a shape. It's in this light purple. What I can do is click the color here and automatically what happens is Canva pulls from any uploads that I've dropped in, pulls some of the colors from there. So now I can see colors that are already in place. Maybe I want to go, that seems a little there. That's beautiful. And I can change anything that's light purple in here to that and look how nicely that goes. I might do Truth Camp gratitude journal. So I might retitle that and I could scale it down just a little bit. I can change the font. There's all kinds of ways that I can use this. And I want to use some more of Kelly's images. So this time let's go to this ephemera piece right here. And oops, I want this. And let's crop, let's add one of these girls. So let's get a little bit bigger. I'm going to add this girl right here. I'm just going to crop around her. Done. So now I maybe want to delete what was there and come put this girl. She's super fun. And then maybe I want another piece of ephemera. So let's make this larger. And maybe I want the let's camp out in the word. So this one, let's see how close we can get to cropping this one. And then figure out how we can isolate just that image. So I'm getting it as close as I can. And I just have those kind of branches that are left over. And make it a little bit bigger. All right, so let's see how we can edit this image. I may want to remove the background of the image, which I have already done really by cropping it, and it's a PNG which didn't have the background anyway. So it's kind of figuring out how to remove the background, which it did. It took out the white lines, which is nice, but perhaps I want to erase. Okay, so say I'm wanting just this. I just want the let's camp out in the word. So I can take my brush right here and I can remove all of this. And you see how it's getting grayed out. You have the different checkerboard pattern kind of happening over it. And I'm just going to erase all of this because really all I'm wanting to do is isolate that one. And I'm just clicking and dragging this over. It's so easy to learn things that you can do in Canva. All right, I'm going to press done. And now I have my image. So I'm going to bring that over here. I'm going to delete this. And we're going to make this a little bit bigger. That is super cute. Got my girl, got this. And now I can add a few other elements going through the same kind of idea. So I'm going to make it bigger. I want to add a little, I kind of want to isolate the word truth. So I'm going to pull this and then this. We're going to crop it as much as we can right here. And then we're going to edit the image, move the background, and let's see how we can erase all of that and really just isolate the truth banner. So we'll go to erase. Again, I'm going to make my brush size bigger just because it'll go faster for me to erase the rest of this. But it's so easy. There it goes, disappearing. So all I want is that one image, bringing that through. And it's really easy to kind of isolate those images and then you can layer them in fun and new ways. Done. Got my truth banner. So maybe I wanted that over here and then I want to turn it a little bit. Let's move this up. So you can see I can add these images. I can bring her down and I can kind of layer those, which is a fun way to do it. And I have all of these fun things I can do. So let me add just one more. Let's do our little tent right here. I'm going to, again, I inserted that. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's edit the image. Background remover. I'm going to go to erase and I'm going to make my brush big because really all I want is that tent. So moving that, remove this, remove this. And it's just so fun to be able to make these custom pieces that you could then print again and again for a journal, for something that you're working on. For me, I use it a lot for my planner to create custom pages. Done. Now I can crop this so I can get it pretty close. Bring that in because this is what I'm wanting to work with. I don't need all that extra space. There. Let's delete this. Let's put our, let's put this over here. and make this bigger. I can even flip. So maybe I wanted it like that just because it makes sense. And now you can see I have a fun gratitude page that is themed for Truth Camp and Illustrated Faith, has Kelly Bangs's adorable illustrations on it, and it's all ready to go. I could print out a month of these because if that's what I wanted to use for Illustrated Faith's Truth Camp, I could do that. I could create a custom gratitude journal that I was working on. There's all kinds of things that you can do. All right, I hope that gave you a little bit of insight into how I like to use Canva. It is a lot of fun to use. It is fun to kind of play around with, see what some of the templates are. Some of them are free, some of them cost money, some of them come with a higher membership. So just check it out. If you have any other questions, be sure to just let me know. I'd love to answer those for you. You can see that I use it for so many things. I love, love, love using Canva in my planning and my journaling in my business. It really, really comes in handy all of the time. All right, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for all of your support. Patreon is just a way that you can support your favorite content creators and then also get a few extra perks along the way. So if you want to learn more about Patreon, then make sure to click the link in the description box below. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.